ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Zach Neto, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Just missed. And another ball. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So digging in, Nolan Schanuel. Swinging it well in the series so far. He's 5 for 9. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Neto gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
One ball, one strike.
In the dirt. Hit on the ground, might be two. Good feed, that's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Mike Trout, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Angels held in. Back here on the south side, our starter in this one, Tyler Anderson. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Anderson ready to work. That one not close. Ball one. This one in the air, right field. Trout on his horse. Can't get there. This one lands foul. And that's in the dirt. The count now 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one's off the wall. The throw into second, and it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
And here is Sosa to the plate. And that one clips the corner. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Base hit center field. Mydra rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here's Mike Tauchman. That one pulled foul. Runner at first with no outs here. Fought off foul. Tauchman checks his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. And now it's even up. Got him swinging. Benintendi up here. That's in there. It's 0-1. Anderson, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a cutter, a sinker, and he works in a slider. Next one misses. 2-1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Runner on the go. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that's outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Man at first, one away. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Ohapi hauls it in, 2 away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Next offering is downstairs. And that drops in for a strike.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And next to him for the Sox, Edgar Caro. And that one is lifted in the air. Ward squeezes it, and that will end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Cannon back to work. Inside.
Nope.
And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time.
The lineup actually starts Saturday, babe.
Patty Johnson to some, Boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Swings and misses. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Logan Ohapi now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Robert under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Jorge Soler up at the plate. 2 for 9 so far in the series. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And the sweeper misses for a ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-2 the count.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 3. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. To first, and very nicely done for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Tim Elko. Ripped, but it curls foul. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Miguel Vargas in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Now a fly ball to right center. It gets down a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Austin Slater stands in. And that's in there for strike one. Vargas, the base runner at first with one out.
I got one ball, one strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
One ball, two strikes. Two balls, two strikes.
Off the mark there. And that's ball three. One out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel. And
oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Play at the plate. Got him. That is the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with two outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money.
Top half of the third inning. Here is Yoan Moncada. And there's a strike. Moncada, 29 years old, and he was born in Cuba. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. That missed by a lot.
Two strikes.
And the count 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. Was never even close.
Headed towards the corner. Benintendi hustling after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Joe Adell. Popped up. Sosa on the move. He's got it, and there's one down. So up next, Luis Rengifo. Rengifo launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a chopper out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out. Back to the top of the lineup. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. Walked his first time. Swings and misses. Strike one. The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch is outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to dump it out over the plate.
First and second with one gone. And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. And next for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. 0 for 1 so far. And fouled off. Moncada over at second. Rengifo on at first with 2 down. And that one fouled off. On the ground to the left. Off balance throw in time. Out number 3. Angels strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third.
2-1. 3 balls.
In the dirt, blocked. Three 3-1 now.
Thank you.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Andrew Bennett. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And now here's the big center fielder Luis Robert. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's downstairs. 1-0. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, it doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. So 2 down now, and here is Edgar Caro.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Squirts away a little bit to second, and he's out. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. So no runs on 2 base hits. Here on the south side, new inning getting started. Here's Trout. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That one outside. 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Right-hander kick steals.
2-2 the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's a little bit low.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Grounded out his first time. Outside
Ball one,
low.
no strike.
Ball one. Out to short. My drop. To first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Robert gets under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Back at right field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Edgar Caro. Fastball gets the corner at the knees.
0-1.
That one lifted to left. Ward drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. And up next for Chicago, Tim Elko. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
1 out, bases empty. Foul ball. And there's a
That's
ball.
off the plate.
And
Ball.
that misses.
That's
3-1. That one. Fouled off. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. 1 down, base is empty. And he walked him.
Nope. That's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Vargas takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Ground ball right side and foul ball. Anderson winds and deals. Foul ball there. In the dirt. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position. He's taken away the double play opportunity.
Missed with a changeup. Full count, 3-2. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Rengifo snags it for the second out. Austin Slater getting ready to hit. In the dirt. And another ball.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up.
And that's a base hit, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And that's down, a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Sosa stands in now and watches strike 1. Out front and foul to the left side. 2 on, 2 outs. On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1.
You know, these Angels just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. With just 1 hit in the game, they're clearly frustrated and searching for answers at this point.
And that's in there at the knees.
Thing about frustration, though, it gets you nowhere as a hitter. It's easy to get there, but the best thing you can do is simplify the approach and take things 1 pitch at a time.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Line drive, caught. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, we got a first pitch breaking ball right there that he clearly liked the look of. Just needed to let it travel a little longer.
And a foul ball. On the ground, out to short. Slings to first, and the inning is over. Angels go quietly there. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here on the south side. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Anderson back to work. Outside low, ball 1.
You know, these White Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. And a breaking ball misses outside. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Benintendi in the box now. No balls and a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Neto. On to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's Luis Robert. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that skips in the dirt. Next
Ball
offering is down low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Inside, just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. Nicely done for the out. Do it for the White Sox. They're up 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Just missed. Lined, and that's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto. A strikeout and a walk. That's outside, and it's 1-0. And that one fouled off. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4. He's out. 3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And first offering is fouled off. The Halos trailing by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 2 in this one. That misses, and that's ball 1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
He's in a tough spot.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Chase Silseth.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. Now 1 missed.
1 strike.
Hit on the ground to short. Neto fires across the diamond, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Elko batting with 1 down takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And it's even up.
Low.
Gets him to chase after that one.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
The count.
Hit in the air, left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Miguel Vargas digs in now. Lifted in the air, right center field. Trout makes the grab, and that's the inning. New pitcher for the White Sox, Dan Altavilla.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That one in triple digits.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. The Angels down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Cam Boozer, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Wilson getting loose as well. Outside low. Now 1 and 2. Out to short. Throws across the diamond, and that quickly 2 away.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Here is Moncada. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Here on the south side, now it's the DH, Austin Slater. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance, and it is gone. And they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure.
Now here is Chase Maidra. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. So digging in, Lenny Sosa. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom of the 7th. That's to third. Zips it across. Got him. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Oh, wait. Never. Never.
That's a laser base hit. And that extends the inning. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Tauchman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Now a pop-up on the infield. Shanuel settles under it. He's got it, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Steven Wilson. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. And there's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Misses the sweeper. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Tyler Alexander, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's where the swing, it's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Rengifo at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Next offering is fouled back.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Zach Neto now at the plate. And that's in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. And that is out of play.
Number 24. Robert Stevenson.
On the ground to third. Boots it. Still fires to first. He beats the throw, and they can't get the out. Man at first, nobody out. Edgar Carroll, the next to hit. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one's got a chance. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Robert on his way around third. He will score. Tim Elko steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
There's a strike, and it's 2-1. Into center and a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away. So up next for Chicago, Chase Maidron. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the strike.
Moncada, Rengifo for one, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. For the White Sox with a 2-run homer. Back here on the south side, we go to the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Schanuel. Wilson back to work. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Vargas moving under this one. Corrals it. And there's one down. And now batting, Mike Trout. 1 for 3. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Tyler Gilbert, the left-hander, up and throwing. Boozer also throwing. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Set down on strikes. And they're down to their last out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Ward, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
Ball, that's outside.
And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, a real nice performance out of the pen. This guy is not the one who usually gets the final out, but extended his role a little bit and helped his team get the win. He got the save. Nice job.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
That's a magic number.
Sicaria que vive por Bayamón. A mí ya no me cachas, yo no soy un Pokémon. Tengo a otra que se joda el camón. No quiero que me llores, no vengas con el dramón. No, que ya no estamos para los tiempos de la high. Sí. Hace rato que te dije bye. Gracias por el apoyo, baby, gracias por los likes. Yo estoy con 5 cubanos y 4 en Moscay. Me compro una Hayabusa y no te voy a dar una ride.